Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound in this one, Samantha Taylor. What's the word on her?
she's been a real quality starter for her club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up a release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against her in this one.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Next offering misses down and away. And he hits a ground ball right side. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Showing us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand. But what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets. And it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
Next offering misses. 1-1. One out, bases empty. That one off the mark, and a count 2-1. Knee high, that's in. For a strike. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Fought off foul. Yeah, big swing and a miss. 2 outs, bases empty.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Guardians turned away in the first. We played 1 in Cleveland with no score. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. Taylor back to work. That one outside. And that is ball 1. Noel goes 6 feet 3 inches, batting in the cleanup spot. And he was born in the Dominican Republic.
1-1.
And a pitch.
Ball.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If she feels better about her off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Veen puts it away. 1 down. Here's Josh Bell. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That misses off the outside edge. Swing and a miss.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Second inning here, no score. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Bo Naylor, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And a foul ball. Bell leads off first with 1 away. And Naylor swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Freeman hits it in the air. And the inning is over. So one hit. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now here is Daniel Schneemann. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Mason Wynn digs in for the Guardians. Grounded out his first time up. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And a foul ball. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2-2.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Outside.
Nope, that's outside.
And the count even 1-1. Santana at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Stallings collects, fires to first, and it's in. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
Third baseman, Ramirez.
And that one fouled off.
You know, these Guardians, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. She's looking very much on her game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so she's got a good pace going, no doubt. Noel in the box now, no balls and a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
0-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watched the first 2 and then chased after the third.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
And that drops in for a strike.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Taylor back to work. And that skips in the dirt. Naylor in his third season, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. That's in there, and it's 1-1. Way out front for strike two.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of pitchers throw that these days, but I tell you what, she's got a good one.
Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect her to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, she's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Freeman at the plate for the second time as he takes ball one. That clips the corner. And a swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
That one drifts inside.
2 and 2.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2. Good job to fight that one off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Santana stands in now and watches strike one. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. And that's in there at the knees.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the
2
strike
balls,
at
2
the
strikes.
knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as she tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And they'll do it again. Two outs. Missed with a changeup. Ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Upstairs,
Ball 4,
and that is
take your
ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. And that misses. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They get the force. Third out. She continues. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Justin Lawrence.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking.
Samantha Taylor on the mound today, having an outstanding season so far. Can she continue her stellar play? It's the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starter, Samantha Taylor.
This pitcher's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against her, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way she hurts herself is if she gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
O'Neal Cruz, the leadoff batter, as he swings through for strike one. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Miller hauls it in for the out. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. Bean running hard for it. Makes the catch for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Ryan Reynolds here. There's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Miller sizing this one up. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And that is that. We're midway. Top of the second, and now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. He set a new career high in home runs this year, and Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. Line drive, puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
1 down, base is empty. That clips the zone. That is strike 2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Joey Bart now. He swings and fouls one off.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make her work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, she is just mowing them down. She's settling in. You've got to make her uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
The pitch. This to third. Miller. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Oh, it's just such a tough play for a third baseman. Fielding on your backhand and then trying to get off such a long throw across the diamond with a quick enough release to get it there in time. Really only the best at the position can pull that off, and I think that extra step to set his feet cost him a little bit right there.
Next pitch is downstairs. And a strike on the outside edge.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Taylor back to work. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. And a quick out number 1. Dylan Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Fought off foul. Top of the third, no score. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. And she's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 1 so far. And a big swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
2 strikes.
0-2 now. Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Start of the 4th. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Kiner-Falefa, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. There's the strike up high, and it's 0-1. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Zips it across. That takes care of Kiner-Falefa.
Good 2-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
B-Ray coming to the plate now. Swings through that one for strike 1.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 4th inning underway. No score. Next offering is down low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as she tried to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Spencer Horwitz. That just misses. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Nasty pitch right there. And it's a ball and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Next one misses, and the count's even at 2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. That one fouled off.
You know, these Pirates, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2.
Ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And a swing and a miss. And she's up to 7 strikeouts in this one. This is Joey Bart. Reached on an infield single his first time. Bart checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Kenny Jansen. Fastball is outside. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of pitchers throw that these days, but I'll tell you what, she's got a good one.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Gleyber Torres. Went down on strikes his first time through. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Strike on the inside corner. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground. He steps on the bag, and the Pirates go 1-2-3. Back here in Denver, new inning getting started. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. Taylor back to work. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it. But she's commanded her fastball on that same tunnel. That splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it. Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Up next for the Pirates, Dylan Cruz. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. And a foul ball. Up the middle, Estrada. Over to first, and a couple of quick outs.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Cruz in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. She's doing her thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make her work a little bit harder.
Pitch misses there. Now 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And the batter will be the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 0 for 2 in this one. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
2-1.
In the dirt, and the runner holds.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
This one popped up. He's under it. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. So back here at Coors Field, we go to the top of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Ryan Reynolds. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
She's been very consistent with her command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a pitcher can repeat her delivery like this.
And that's in for a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, Spencer Horwitz. Step off throw to first, and he's back in standing.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Bunted back towards the mound. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Here's Bud Black towards the mound. New arm out of the bullpen, Victor Vodnik. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Taylor with 9 punch-outs in just 6 innings and a quality start, too.
Some really good work from her on the mound.
Samantha Taylor, the star of the show, getting ready to showcase her skills on the diamond. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Back here in the desert, and starting this one, Samantha Taylor.
She's been a very dependable starter for her club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against her, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Jake McCarthy leading things off and takes a strike. Now one minute.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Kicks and fires. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. On the ground to third. Miller whips it to first. One up, one down. And now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Fastball for a strike. Taylor, a former All-Star. She features a two-seam fastball, a splitter, a changeup, a slurve, and she occasionally uses a curve. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Ketel Marte, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Nope, outside.
2 out, space is empty. Now 3-0. Right through there for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
That's a strike.
2, 3 and 2.
Three-two now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at Chase Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez. And that's in the dirt. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off. 2-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
That misses, and the count is 1-2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Hilliard makes the grab. 2 down. Here's Gurriel. That one catches the zone. 0-1.
Well, the key to her success is getting ahead early in the count. She cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so she's going to have to work efficiently.
2 down, nobody on. And there's a ball.
I don't like to say she wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That one misses, and the count's even at 2. In the air, right field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. Around second now, as they still don't have it. And he's got himself a triple.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Taylor back to work. Just missed. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. And a quick out, number 1. This is Corbin Carroll.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
1 down, base is empty. That one down the line. Oh, he gloves it, gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming in his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Swing and a ground ball. Estrada fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Diamondbacks down quickly, and it remains 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Just missed.
Well, these Diamondbacks, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That's the third. Miller. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Ketel Marte. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Miller pulls it down, and there's two gone. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Suarez, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Venezuela. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Fastball is outside.
You know, these D-backs, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That misses. And it's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. That's a little bit low. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Jump throw across his body. He's in there.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Moreno at the plate now. That's ball 1. Gurriel at first, 1 gone.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. She continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Rockies 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Misses outside, and it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
Ball, that's out.
There's a swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of pitchers throw that these days, but I tell you what, she's got a good one.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, this pitcher on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2.
She's been very consistent with her command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a pitcher can repeat her delivery like this.
That's off the mark. It's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two outs. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for her out there now. It's the Rockies 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Victor Vodnik.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Taylor threw 6 shutout innings and notched double-digit strikeouts.
She showed some real competitive fire in this one, Boog. Wasn't an all-timer of a start, but she did her job well, and they walk away with the win. She can be proud of this start.
Samantha Taylor, with another opportunity to put her skills on display for scouts and fans alike. This kid has future star written all over her. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill in this one, Samantha Taylor.
This pitcher's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against her, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way she hurts herself is if she gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Taylor, she isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that she's not capable. She just hasn't proven that she can do it yet.
She's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a pitcher that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And first offering is fouled off.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect her to get to the middle of the ball game.
And here it comes. Check swing, now an appeal to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Earl Hendricks. And what about analytics? Because one of the ways it seems like they've contributed to the trend is it's not just about are you capable of getting deep, that now focusing on the numbers, maybe the matchup is better. Oh, look at the stop. But there's no play for him, and that's going to extend the inning.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
So, man aboard. Here's Nolan Gorman. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Only a handful of pitchers can go through an order 3 times, maybe even 4 times, and the analytics have contributed to that trend, but I think there are some players given an opportunity may be able to show that they could be a 3rd or 4th time through the order type of pitcher.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So the Cards are kept quiet through 1. On to the 2nd. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Taylor back to work. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. In there at the knees. Out to short. Tosses across the first. 1 up, 1 down. And up next for St. Louis, Lucan Baker. Up the middle, Estrada. Tosses to first. And that quickly 2 away. Pedro Pajes now at the plate. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Out towards left center.
I go.
That is the inning. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. The pitch. In there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was
No
out
ball,
front that
2
time.
strikes.
Just missed.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Miller gets it to
That's an
first. 1 up, 1 down. Mike Antico next up for the Cardinals. Went deep in the ball game last night. Ball 1, no strikes. And that's down and away. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. In the air, out towards right center. Out number 2. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. That one catches the corner. And that is downstairs. 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Outside low, and it's 2-2. On the ground to third. He gets there with the slide. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Offense held in check there. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the third baseman, Jake Fox. Fox goes 5 feet 11 inches, 22 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Just missed.
Ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Strike 2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K's their third of the game.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Ground ball right side, and foul ball. In there. For a strike at the bottom of the zone. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, she had him fooled.
Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1. And there's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
She's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Sets him down on strikes. And she strikes out the side in the fourth. So they make short work of him there. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Rockies 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Taylor back to work. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Dominant performance for her today, Billy. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And she's had an answer for just about every hitter she's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock her off her stride too much.
Step off, throw to first. Walker back easily. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Here comes the throw. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Thomas Sajazi. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Ball 1, no strikes.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And it's even up.
1-1.
And that's fouled off. Walker, the runner at third. Pajes at first. 1 gone. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets away from Stallings. Pajes up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Mike Antico next up for the Cardinals. And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. That's down and in. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. And that's downstairs and outside.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
She's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, she's happy with those results.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Next to hit, Jake Fox.
1-0.
And there's a ball. Foul ball there. A little up front there as he swings through it.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Brendan Donovan digs in now, 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's a strikeout looking. And she strikes out the side for the. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Diego Castillo.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Taylor threw 6 shutout innings and notched double-digit strikeouts.